Hi friends, I'm Shauna and welcome to the channel. Today, it's time for an update in the 100 Uses Project Pan series. It's the first update in the series and I think it's going to be a good one because we do have some rollouts and that also means some roll-ins. There's some great progress on some of these things. I'm really pleased. I also am seeing some pan, spoiler alert. So I think this is just going to be a fabulous update. Before we get into the video, I do want to thank today's sponsor, Ana Luisa. Ana Luisa is a sustainable carbon neutral jewelry brand that has quickly become my go-to because of their sustainability, their price point, the quality, as well as the variety of their designs. They have so many beautiful pieces for all kinds of jewelry fans out there. I do love that Ana Luisa offsets all of their carbon emissions and they start with recycled materials first when possible. What I also like about Ana Luisa is their commitment to transparency, social responsibility, as well as sustainability. I have been working with Ana Luisa for quite some time now, and one thing I haven't mentioned yet that I really do want to bring to your attention is that their commitment to their transparency and social responsibility is reflected in the audits that are conducted by third parties. They conduct audits on their factories and supply chains, and they make those results publicly available on their website. Ana Luisa is trying to ensure they're meeting their own standards of safety, social responsibility, and transparency, and they're trying to be the best that they can, which I really commend, and I love to see brands taking that step. We're heading into fall now, and a lot of us are in the process of adding to our wardrobes or creating our fall capsules. So I think now is a great time to add in a new jewelry piece as well. And if you're in that headspace, let me talk to you about a couple of favorites of the season for me. The first piece is for all of you out there who like understated and minimalist pieces that also have a personality. And these are the Helios earrings. I have one in over here. They are a simple huggy hoop that has a sun detail on it. I think that these match really well with the Rebecca necklace, which also features a sun pendant, and I'll have a close-up picture of that one as well. I am in love with the sunshine motif for fall because listen, it's getting darker, and while I love fall, that makes me a little bit sad, and I personally like carrying a little bit of sunshine with me everywhere I go. And I really enjoy this personal dose of sunshine, and the necklace as well is really fabulous for layering. As we're pulling out the higher necklines for fall, especially turtlenecks, I really appreciate this slim design so you can, layer it on top of any of your shirts and just have like a little something special. Another absolute favorite workhorse piece is the Ina necklace. You've probably seen this on the channel for several months now, and it's just a simple chain that I wear all the time. I don't think I've taken it off for like a week. Okay, probably more like 2 weeks. I love it so much. There's nothing that it doesn't go with, and I do like the layered look together as well. Ana Luisa has a ton of options starting at $39 going up to finer jewelry price points. And so I really think that there's something for everybody to spice up their fall wardrobe. If you are interested in picking up a new piece this season, you can use Shauna Rapari 10 to get 10% off your order. Thanks again to Ana Luisa for sponsoring today's video, and let's get into it. If you're new to this project, I have 3 tiers or 3 categories of products. One at 25 uses, one at 50 uses, and then one at 100 uses. And if you want to hear more about that explanation, you can watch the intro video, which I'll have linked in the cards. So we'll start with the 25 use items and then we'll go up from there. So first up is the ColourPop Sweet Talk palette. I guess I'll show you what she's looking like now. I have used this a total of 13 times. So we're halfway to our goal, and I think that's a good place to be at. I was getting a little sick of it in like the end of August, early part of September, because I was really getting jazzed about fall makeup, and this really feels spring to me, and somewhat summer as well, because this one really has those peachy tones to it. But what I started doing in the last couple of weeks, or probably the last 2 weeks in specific, is wearing some of these shades down here, like these 3 in specific, that, well, they are warm tones, and also I guess this one as well. They are warm tones, but they're much less of that peachy family. And I've been wearing matte looks as well as layering different shadows over top of it, so it's not as peachy and feeling less summertime. I actually did wear an all peach look a couple of weeks back, which I really did like. I created an all matte look using this shade, which I really enjoyed. And I do think that if I want to just do like a really quick look, that is now a go-to, which I really appreciate. And I did mention in my fall makeup video that I was getting into matte looks, and this one was probably the gateway to that, or like one of the first attempts of that. And I really, really enjoyed it. So simple, so easy, and just like a matte take on the single shadow look that I really love. And even though it's like this, it's a similar technique, it feels a little bit more novel because I'm using a different kind of formula. So it's feeling like more special and exciting. And I have replicated not just that look, but oh, how does this matte shadow look? How does this matte shadow look? And it's like I'm having a matte shadow renaissance, which I love. The next item in the 25 uses category is my Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow in Oyster Pearl. So I used this 5 times. It's not looking super different, honestly, because just like a little dab goes a long way. And now that I'm looking at this, obviously we're just talking 5 uses. It looks like maybe I've used it twice, you know? And I'm now looking at it and realizing there's so much product in here. This thing will go on forever. So I am absolutely curious to see what this is going to look like once we get to the 25 uses. And I was a little intimidated by this at the beginning of the project because it felt a little bit dark for me as an everyday shadow. And I actually have been experimenting with this, like layering it with other shadows as well, which is kind of new to me, and also playing with the intensity of the color. And I have come to enjoy it more, and I'm now kind of excited to wear it. While it's only 5 uses, that's totally fine. Like if this is in here for 4 or 5 more months, or even 4 updates or 8 months, because we're now going into fall, and this color story feels grungy to me. Like it feels grungy fall, and I'm having a bit of those vibes this fall season. So I'm just hoping or thinking that I'll use it even more in the fall time. And even if I use it, 5 times over the next month or 2, it's fine. Like it'll keep going and it'll still be in use even until December. Like what I'm trying to say is that that grungy vibe is going to be around for the next 4 months. So I'm not worried. Now, the next item in this is my red lipstick. I'll put in a picture, but I don't really think that there'll be much change from the intro. I used it 3 times. I don't think I said that, but I used it 3 times. I was hoping for more. I was hoping for maybe more like 5 or 6, using it, let's say, once every 2 weeks. I was wearing a ton of makeup in July and mid-August, but I wasn't gonna wear this on a trip. It just wasn't the vibe. So I don't always have the use for it. Like this would probably be filming only, or if I was going out, but like not with my partner, or also not something that's like a party or like that all night event, because I don't want to be worried about my lipstick all the time. So this one isn't in high use, but it's in the project to get uses. Like I can do 25. I'm going to set a goal for next update to use it 5 times. I think that's doable, and I'll be pleased with that. Let's now get into the 50 uses category, and we'll start with the Hourglass shadow. The progress on this I'm really happy with, and as you get into the product like more and more, it feels creamier now than it did at the beginning, which I've come to find to be true of a lot of these kinds of shadows. I was expecting this to feel more glittery because it looks more glittery than other shadows. Like when you look at it, I guess there's the use. It looks literally like chunks of glitter. I've used this 13 times. I'm very pleased with that. If I can just keep that up for the next handful of months, that'll be great. And I think I can hit the 50 uses goal. I actually used this a lot when I was in Halifax as like the one shadow look. And I have it on today. It's very sparkly, very glittery, looks really nice. And I love pairing it with my Bare Minerals blush. I really like that combo. So what I was saying is that this has gotten creamier over time, and it feels more wearable, less glittery, which I really appreciate. And I don't know if you can see, maybe the update will be able to show you better, but this, when I first got it, was touching the top of this lid, and now like you can clearly see that there's a big dent, or it's more concave than before. I'm really chuffed with this. Like, I'm really pleased with this usage. Yay. The next update is the Merit lip oil. I used this 7 times and I'm going to declutter it. And what I realized early on is that I do like this formula, just not in this color. When I watched the footage back of me applying this on my lips on camera, it did not look great. I think that this formula, at least for me and my preferences, I'm better off with the lighter colors that I already have, and I'm going to actually declutter this. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know what I'm going to do with this because I'm not going to sell it because this was gifted from the company. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the plan for this is, but I need to give it to somebody. We'll see what happens to her. I'm glad I've learned my lesson with this color, and it just feels such a shame because whenever I see it, I'm like, oh, that's so beautiful. I love that color. I just want to put it on my lips, and then whenever I do, I'm just not pleased. In its place, I am going to be introducing a similar product. I'm going to be introducing the Tower 28 Gloss in Almond. This is a really great color for fall, and you probably would have seen it in my fall makeup bag. I think I can hit 50 uses in probably one update. Yes, I have information that suggests that that is possible. Even if it takes 2 updates, that's fine. That takes them to December, and this is the season for this kind of product. It's also a more natural product, so it's going to go bad more quick than other products. So I'm really happy with that roll-in. And what I also was finding was that a lot of the products that are currently in here are very warm toned. When I wear this eyeshadow, I have to reach for something that's outside of the project for both cheeks and lips. And now that I have something that is cool toned as well, or at least like in the brown family, it kind of feels like it goes more than pairing like this color with something more orange. I want something more nude or cool, maybe even pink. So I like that those will pair really nicely together. The last thing in the 50 uses category is my Bare Minerals blush. I used this 18 times, and so here we are. I'm hoping the photos will do it justice because we are at pan. I haven't actually hit the pan, but you can see the waffle imprint on the bottom. Like, you can see it very, very clearly. And I am so pleased with that. I'm pleased with the 18 times. This product also feels very fall. If I keep it up, I think it's going to go out at the end of December. I don't know that it'll be gone in 2 months from now because I used it 18 times, which is a lot. And in order to hit my goal, I'd have to use it over 25, which is literally every time I do makeup for basically 2 months. I also haven't worn a ton of makeup in September, truthfully. So I think this is going to be a 4-month thing instead of 2 months. It is what it is, but I'm it's so motivating when you can see the pan. I know the goal of this project isn't to pan things, but the fact that I can see the pan is just so exciting, so motivating to keep going. And this was in the project last year and I got super sick of it and it was out, my life for almost a year, and I put it back in and I'm just loving it. So that was a great choice to take a break from this product. Now into the 100 uses category, and first up is my Becca highlighter. I used this 24 times, which is great. Here we are. Can we see the difference? I don't know. This has been pure joy, pure gold to use. I have loved every second of it. So excited to have this into the fall. If I'm using it basically 25 times, then next month, maybe around 50. So it's going to be in for probably another 4 to 6 months, which is perfectly fine for me because I'm just loving using it. I haven't really used this much in the winter, so I am curious to see how that's going to go down once I am a little bit fairer, because this is a darker highlight. However, I do have a self tanner in another project that I'm trying to use up, so hopefully this fall I'll have more of a tanned look than normal, so this will be able to be used in high rotation. I'm super pleased with that. 24 times. This was the main highlighter I used the last couple of months and I loved it. I'm excited to have this in and to keep going with it. The next item is my lip liner. I used this 10 times. I am wearing it today. I actually have it all over the lips with my Fenty gloss on top, and I love that look. It's like a peachy nudie lip, which does go great with the blush, the highlighter, and the hourglass shadow, sorry. So I really love that monochromatic look, which I think will still be great for fall. I really like this lip liner. I've loved the formula. It's so creamy and just a different experience than the MAC lip liner, as well as a different color. You'll see the picture on the screen. 10 uses is great for 2 months, considering I have a lot of lip products across a couple of projects, including another lip liner. So I'm pleased with that, and I'm cool with like a slower, steady progress for this one as well. Last up is my Revlon lipstick. This is looking a bit like a hot mess. I'm gonna have to show you the progress because it's quite great actually. So last month I was here and now I'm here. Or not last month, last update. That's huge, like huge progress. And I'm really pleased with this. I used this 47 times. Now, technically, I wanted to use this 100 times. However, I'm gonna roll it out because what I've noticed is that this is a coral lipstick, which I am not interested in wearing for fall. I would use it for the sake of using it, basically at home like a lip balm or something. And that's not really what I want, and I wouldn't enjoy the experience using it. I don't want to force myself to use something that I'm not enjoying. So I am going to roll it out, and I'm going to roll in a more fall inspired lippy. So this one can hopefully be in the project for 4 months. Like I think I could get 50 uses out of this next month, another 50 the month before, and the product will be finished within the season that it feels appropriate for. Because I rolled the Revlon lipstick in without there being enough season in which to use it. So my interest in the product is gone before I could actually finish it up because we're not in the right season. So I think you get it. We are currently here with the product. This has been hanging around for years, so I just think that it's overall an older product than the Revlon lippy as well, and I think it's just a better option. I feel more inclined to use it. It's older. It's more in the season, so I think it's just a better product. I think I could finish 100 uses within 4 months or 2 updates. So I guess a bit of a cheat, but it just feels like the right choice. So that's everything from me today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and panning some makeup with me and letting me share my progress. I'm really pleased with all the progress, especially the blush and the lipstick. I want to thank Ana Luisa once again for sponsoring today's video, and just a reminder that you can get 10% off your purchase with Shana Rapari 10. The link for that will be in the description if you would like to pick something up this season. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again around here soon. Bye.